What is good, y'all? It's your boy 50K Clay, and we are back tapping in with yet another video, man. And today we got another saga in his ongoing Diddy trial. Listen, man. So Diddy got convicted a while back, a few weeks back, and now people are scrambling to hear and understand the full story. And somebody that stepped in to fill that vacancy was 50 Cent. Now, apparently, from what I heard, was Diddy was foolishly recording himself prior to going to jail and prior to, getting arrested and stuff like that, thinking in all his arrogance that he was going to get off scot free, that he had nothing to worry about, that he was going to be fine when all the law and the FBI and the government was pressing down on him. He thought he was just going to be fine. He thought he was going to get away scot free. And, based on the people who he hangs with and the lawyers he has and the friends that he has, I'm sure he saw many times like, hey, this ain't gonna affect me. I've been through trial and tribulation. So in his mind, he's thinking, I'm just gonna get off scot free and it's not gonna be no consequences to my actions. But little did he know, like the government wasn't playing with him. And so the people that recorded the footage of him in his last days before he was arrested, they was like, we have this leftover footage, we're not doing anything with it. Who's a buyer? Who'll be willing to step in so we can complete this documentary using the footage that we have obtained? So 50 Cent stepped in and he filled that vacancy. Like I said, he came with a business proposal to Netflix. He organized the footage and they prepared a whole documentary centering around Diddy and his misdeeds. I think people are somehow getting this confused. 50 Cent is damn near no better than Diddy. People are championing 50 Cent like he's some type of hero, like he's so brilliant, like he's just this mastermind. When in reality, he's just a manipulative piece of shit. 50 Cent has, in his old age, slowly, not unlike Diddy, ironically, started feeding his ego and becoming a narcissist. And this acclaim that he's getting from this documentary is not helping. 50 Cent is like the OG troll. He's been doing this, since before 6ix9ine. I know people in this generation, they see 6ix9ine as like the king of trolling. But prior to 6ix9ine, 50 Cent was that guy for trolling. And it's kind of sad for me. You know what I'm saying? I look at 50 Cent and his contemporaries, the people in his age bracket in terms of being successful rap musicians. Look at Dr. Dre, Eminem, Jay-Z. They've become moguls. They've shied away from the spotlight and they occasionally drop music when they can, but you're not going to hear them inside the public spotlight every day. They not on Instagram, they're not on IG Live, they're not trying to do hella interviews to boost their own ego and stuff like that. So while they've, maintain their relevance through dropping music and making sporadic appearances, 50 Cent maintains his relevance through trolling. And it's sad because he has a legendary catalog. Get Rich or Die Trying. I made a video about that. He was like one of the OG faces of gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that was really about that life. When people like NWA and stuff like that were coming in on the scene, us outside from Eazy-E, just being realistic, that wasn't really like that. But 50 Cent come on the scene, he's really what he says in his raps. That was kind of like something that had never been seen before in hip hop. Somebody that was really with the shit and somebody that really had the story to back up what they saying. So he releases Get Rich or Die Trying to critical acclaim, but subsequently he didn't have that same kind of motion that he did with his future projects. So he got burnt out. He lost the beef with Kanye and stuff like that, the manufactured beef about who was gonna sell more records in that first week, graduation versus whatever the name of 50 Cent's album. I believe it's called Curtis, actually. Let me take that back. So I feel like after that, 50 Cent kind of lost the passion for music. Had that album been successful in the way that he wanted it to, had he defeated Kanye, then he would have still been dropping to this day. He furthered his entrepreneurial endeavors after seeing a lack of successful music. And we look at his contemporaries, like I said, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Jay-Z, they still maintaining their relevance through music and also doing their business endeavors on the side. 50 Cent's music never got caught up with the times. I just say that to say that 50 Cent knows how to play the media. He knows how to manipulate people. He knows how to troll and stuff like that in a way that's funny and entertaining and engaging. He's always been good at that. He's always been the master manipulator of the media. He can get the media to work in his favor because he's a funny, charismatic guy. But if we really take a look into 50 Cent, he's not some hero for standing up to Diddy. One thing we gotta understand about these people is that they were all friends. They was all in the same rooms, going to the same parties, doing the same stuff. And we examine 50 Cent's life. He's no saint himself. Basically, he's like a narcissist that will hop on whatever wave that's gonna keep him relevant. So if it's the mogul wave, it's the vitamin water wave, he on that. If it's the TV wave, he on that. He kind of threw Virgil Abloh under the bus when they were creating the cover for the Pop Smoke album. And 50 Cent was executive producing it. Which, what does that even mean? Basically, just another thing that he can put his name on, like I said, to maintain his relevance. I feel like a lot of times people are afraid to call him out on this because he is a troll. He will literally troll you relentlessly until you give up, until you back down, until you silent. You know what I'm saying? That's where he gets his strength from. So we can look at the incident with 50 Cent and Rick Ross's baby mom, where basically he leaked a video of her having sex with another dude, basically a sex tape with another dude. She actually sued him for it, and he ended up having to pay $5 million for it, and he had to file for bankruptcy, all due to his ego and his pettiness. Now, some people might look at that like it's cool, like ha ha ha, he's a troll, da 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 da, but it's really sad, and his secrets got exposed, like that the fact that he had to file for bankruptcy. Now, I'm sure 50 Cent wasn't actually bankrupt, but it just shows the lengths he'll go to troll and to still maintain his relevance. Is the picture formulating in your head the type of person this dude is? Just petty and sad. He had a son with like a woman from back in the day, and he never overtly claims him, and he never takes responsibility for him. And the son has reached out on multiple occasions trying to establish a relationship with his pops, but 50 Cent being the person that he is, a troll, a narcissist, a manipulator, he always attempts to one up his son, embarrass him, blasting him on social media. What kind of father is that? What kind of person is that? Like I said, I just hope that I'm painting this image, this picture of the type of person this person is. You know what I'm saying? Even we can look back at his relationship with Floyd Mayweather. 50 Cent has always been petty and childish. And obviously, I'm not saying Diddy was in the right, but I just don't get or understand the fact that people are starting to champion 50 Cent when in reality, 50 is no better. He's a wave hopper, a trend rider, and he's gonna do whatever he possibly can to stay relevant. And it's sad because we look at his contemporaries like Nas and all these other people, they're maintaining their legacy through dropping consistently great music. 50 Cent, he does the opposite. After he lost his beef with Kanye, he pretty much shelved his music career in pursuit of acting and doing other things. Like I said, man, 50 Cent and Diddy been in the same rooms, they've been in the same parties. So he's just deflecting, I feel like kind of deflecting off of him to shine some spotlight and to kick bro while he down. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it. It's kind of sad. Kind of hate this for 50 Cent. It's just petty and childish for me. As a grown man. I thank y'all so much for watching. We so close to 1,000 subscribers, so please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching this. We out.